Good morning on this cold, fine Tuesday day. I was trying to work out what day it was. I was going to say Thursday then, but it's Tuesday. So Steve, as always, been a little bit greedy, and he's got a 2-week window basically before Christmas, before he flies home for Christmas. So we've agreed with this client on one of the outskirts of Aylesbury, a little village, beautiful little village actually, that we're going to start and basically get all the structural work done, not break through, get the stairs on site, get the insulation on site, get as far as we can before we can break through effectively. So then in the new year, we can set up and basically just knock through straight away and carry on. So we'd have roughly 2 weeks work in the new year effectively. But we have a loft lifter, which I believe all of this on this wagon is ours. So this one's slightly different because we didn't do the plans on this one. So we're working to the client's supplied plans and engineers spec. And basically on this one, we've got something a little bit different in the steel layout as well as the joist. So we don't normally use like a 9x3 or an 8x3 joist, but on this one we have got 9x3 joist at 300 centres, and it's only spanning 4.8, which is massively overkill. But hey, I'm not the engineer. Obviously, we can only do what the paperwork says, but on all our builds, we wouldn't need to do that because our engineer, I'm going to say better, but that's the wrong way of putting it. Our engineer is a bit more realistic, shall we say. But let's jump up here, have a little look and see what's going on. So this one is a Velux conversion. It's got 2 Veluxes in it, and basically there's no bathroom, there's nothing in this one. So it's a really simple build. Let's get in here and we'll show you what's what. So yeah, it's a really simple space that we're creating up here. It's just going to be used as an office effectively, speaking to the client. But yeah, so we've got 9 trusses. It's only 4.8 wide, so it's quite a small space. No bathroom and just one big room. And then we're going to put just the Veluxes on the back, so from the front you wouldn't actually see anything. So yeah, and then on this one we've got a gable to gable steel that side, gable to gable steel from that side, which is quite normal. But on a Velux conversion, it's very rare that we put a ridge beam in. But for some reason, their engineer respect a ridge beam. Typically, you'd only have a ridge beam for when it's a dormer to stop the front of the roof falling or something along those kind of lines. But same thing again, they've spec'd it, we're going to do it. In my opinion, it's not needed, but we'll do it anyway, just to keep it all as the paperwork. But yeah, so they're just getting in the steels now. So I'm guessing they'll drag them in shortly. But these are our eaves beams. They're a 203, 203, 46, I believe, off the top of my head. Go side to side, and then we'll joist in between, dwarf all up. We've got strength in the rafters on this one, like I touched on, we've got a ridge beam. So I'm hoping by the end of the week we should be in a position where we can basically cut all of this out and have the shell done. And then there was conversation with the client, potentially we might have the electrician over here just to do some of the first fix, but same thing again, not break through, so everything's fully independent. We're going to get rid of the scaffold, so we'll get the scaffold gone. Ooh, like horror film there. Yeah, so we'll get rid of the scaffold, we'll get everything loaded up here, and then effectively in the new year we can just smash it. So I'm going to help the lads unload now, talk through the job, and basically let's show you the process of us unloading another loft and getting set up. Enjoy. How did we like the little GoPro journey there from the little time lapse? So that's all the steels up now. We've got them in here, so they'll start dragging them in. But the reason we haven't put them on the scaffold is obviously we utilised the crane to get them through the hole, and obviously instead to save us lifting them up through to there. But now that gives us a nice clean space to lift up the chipboard, the plasterboard, all the joists and stuff. So we'll get everything loaded up onto this platform here because we've had it made a little bit wider, and they've double clipped it so that it's good for loading effectively. And then like I touched on earlier, so the plan is we'll get all the structural stuff done, get the plasterboard in. I've got the insulation due in a couple of days as well. So the idea being is we can utilise this scaffold while it's up, get everything into the property, then finish off in the sense of like weatherproof it, get everything ready. We'll keep the access through the loft hatch. Then in the new year, we can jump back through the loft hatch and then carry on with the loft internally, put the stairs in. Because in my mind, the lads will crack on to a point where structurally she's done. Hopefully we'll get the first fix electrics done, and then we'll probably be starting to insulate, if not already insulated. With it being a small loft, it isn't going to take a lot of time to insulate this one. And then that's the agreement. We'll get it to the point where it's ready for the stairs to drop in, and then effectively in the new year, day one, we come back, we'll drop the stairs in, carry on. And it also gives us a head start as well in the new year, because not only does it mean the lads can crack on straight away, but more importantly, like our employed plasterer and plumber and so on, they've got jobs to do straight away, because typically in the new year stuff is a little bit slower for them, because if you could imagine, we can only start plastering on a job when it's ready for plastering. So if we're starting a new job at the beginning of the year, it takes us like 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks on certain jobs to get to the point where it's ready for plastering. So then they're sat around twiddling their thumbs, and I'm always trying to find work for them. So it actually helps out really well starting this job this side of Christmas, getting it to that point, because a week into the new year, we'll be in a position where we've got a loft ready to skim, second fix carpenter can crack on, all those kind of things. So it actually does help, it's quite beneficial to us. And as I'm saying that, here comes the plasterboard. Oh, and a bit of insulation as well for goodwill. So yeah, just going to knock on the door now, have a chat with the client. Got here a little bit late because there was a massive car accident on the way through, so it took me an extra half an hour. And normally I like to be to site before the crane and just introduce everything to the client, but couldn't do that today because, yeah, mad accident that I see. Brand new Tesla, pretty much written off, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll go give him a knock, and yeah, we'll leave you with the insulation. So, last bit of delivery going up now. I've unloaded everything, got everything cracked on. Client's just making some teas. 2 seconds. Look at that.
Bring ones for the driver.
Bless you. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, good
I'll
stuff.
take it over to him.
Are you sure you don't want one yourself?
No, I'm all good, mate. Bless you. Thank you, though. No worries. Look at that. Cup of teas. A little stand. Go give it. Tea cam. Ready? This is tea camera. See if we get a happy driver. Happy driver. Happy driver. Happy driver.
Thank you.
Just tea camera. So yeah, that's us basically all set up here now. Going to leave the lads to it. Don't forget to hit that bell button, subscribe, all that normal jazz, because we'll upload a few more videos over the next week or so of this one, as well as we've got some banging videos that are on our account now, as well as coming up. We've done some really nice high-end finished stuff, 8-minute videos and stuff like that of full builds. So yeah, don't forget to take a look back through some of our past catalogue. We'll see you again on the next video. Enjoy, and Merry Christmas, as they say now. Now we're in December.